Hi, and welcome again to another segment of Cooking with George. I am your host and your cook, George, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really delicious, simple zucchini salad with mango and bell peppers, and then we're going to dress it with a little bit of vinaigrette made with some lemon, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I put a tiny little bit of vinegar, and if you want to, go ahead and splash that little bit of olive oil, but we're not going to go and put more than 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So we're going to start first by cutting our ingredients. It's very simple. We're going to get 4 zucchinis. We're going to cut the ends. And the simplest way to cut these in squares is you cut them in half. And then each half in halves. And then we're going to cut them in nice squares. So make sure they're nice and big so when people bite into them, they can actually feel the crunch of our ingredients. So we got 1 zucchini in. We're gonna cut the other one. Cut it in half. Cut it in half. And then we're gonna cut them in nice chunks. Put the second zucchini in. Then we're gonna go with the third one and the fourth one to finish our dish. Do a little quicker here. And don't worry about how perfect you cut them in the middle or not, because after all, the important part is that you're gonna have those nice squares and it all works just fine. Some are little, some are small, some are big, but the important part is that it gives the nice texture of this beautiful salad. Alright, so we're finished here with our zucchini. We put them in the bowl. And now we're going to move to our next ingredient, which are cherry tomatoes. The cherry tomatoes are very simple. You're just going to get your tomatoes and you're going to cut them in half. Cut them in half. Of course, you got to wash them first. But make sure that you just cut them in half so you can release that flavor when you bite into it. And it gives it a nice presentation to the salad. So we cut 1 cup of cherry tomatoes. It doesn't matter how you cut them. When I say half, it could be a perfect half or it could be a not such a perfect half. I'm gonna put these are tiny, so I'm not gonna cut them. I'm gonna leave them whole. And then I'm gonna cut the rest. And the last one. Alright, so we have our cherry tomatoes cut in half. We're gonna put them in the bowl so they go with our zucchini. Then we're gonna move to the peppers. We have an orange pepper and we have a red pepper. One I already have cleaned out, but if you want to do it an easy way, just simply cut the ends like a square of the pepper, and then you'll have the core basically thrown out. And then I'm gonna take these, and you can just clean them with your hand. You don't have to get very fancy. Now, if you get a couple of seeds in your salad, it's not a big deal. All these seeds, are basically packed with nutrients, vitamins, and it really does not matter as far as the taste of the salad. We're gonna cut them in strips. And then once we have cut them all in strips, we're gonna cut them also in squares. So we're gonna take the peppers and we're gonna cut them in squares. Again, they don't have to be perfect. You can do it just like I'm doing it right now, very quickly. And then you throw them in the salad. And it's kind of nice not to have anything perfect because it just gives that personality to your dish. So I'm gonna put them in there. And then finally we're gonna move to the red pepper. Now for this one I'm gonna use only half a red pepper. You don't have to use the full one since we have a lot of the orange. Now when you pick peppers, you gotta make sure that you pick the ones with bright colors. They're very high in antioxidants, and especially peppers are extremely high in vitamin C. And vitamin C is good for many things, as you already know. But it basically protects your immune system. And the antioxidants, well, you know, we're all getting old, so these actually will help you stop the clock. Finally, we got our mango. Our mango is going to give it a nice citrus sweet flavor. Easiest way to cut a mango, if you cut them again just like you did with a pepper, you cut the sides around the seed. That way you don't have to peel it. Then you take each half, you make a couple of incisions in like a tic-tac-toe, and then you're gonna fold them upside out or inside out, and then you're just gonna grab it and peel them off, or grab them with a knife. In my case, looks like I'm gonna have to use the knife, so I'm just gonna cut them from the skin. Now when they're a little more mature, a little more ripe, these things come right off, so you won't have to actually use the knife like I'm doing right now. But at least this is a good demonstration that if your mangoes are not quite ripened, they're still good, but you might have to use the knife in order to get a little bit of mango in your salad. Now this salad is so packed with vitamins. We have the zucchini, we have really nice clean carbohydrates, we have the citrus from the mango. Mangoes are very high on vitamin C, so just alone right here you know that this salad can protect you from many things. And again, you can eat a lot of it, because when it comes to eating good food, there's no calorie counting, there's no carbohydrate counting, no protein counting. You just eat the amounts that your body needs to maintain good nutrition. I love this salad. I can use it with salmon, I can use it with chicken, I can use it with, if you're a beef eater, by all means, you can have this nice salad and complement your beef dinner with it. And that's the key. As long as you have some vegetables and you have some mixture in your dish, then at least you're protecting your body from becoming toxic with all the meats that you consume. Well, the last one, I'm just gonna cut around the skin, and I'm just going to make some nice little squares. So we have our mango in, and then we're gonna do the last slides. Cut her around. All right, you know, these kids will love this dish. Even if they don't like vegetables, I find that kids actually love, because of the flavors and the colors. It just makes it really fun. All right, now we're gonna put our dressing. Our dressing is gonna be basically 1 lemon. We're gonna squeeze lemon all over the salad. Then I'm gonna bring a little bit of vinegar. And the vinegar in this case that I'm using is a pear infused vinegar. You can use any vinegar, like white wine vinegar, red wine vinegar. For me, I just happen to have this at home, which is a pear infused vinegar, and it tastes just as good. So I'll be right back. All right, so now we have a little bit of salt. And we're gonna put about, like I said, 2 tablespoons, no more, of olive oil. We're gonna put about 1/4 cup of vinegar. And we're gonna just put a little bit of salt just for seasoning, because this one, you really wanna feel the flavor of the peppers, the flavor of the mango, the flavor of the tomatoes. So all along, all those ingredients are gonna give you the flavor that you need to make it a fun, you know, nice dish, complementary to the rest of your meal. In my case, this happens to be my main meal, and then I always complement it with a piece of fish or a piece of lean meat, if that is your case. So we're gonna mix all the ingredients and create our final product. So we're gonna mix it real nice. So that way we spread all the good things that we put in here. And this is our zucchini, mango, cherry tomatoes, and bell pepper salad. I hope you enjoyed this dish and hope to see you soon. Until then, cheers to you.